Hi guys, today we're gonna talk about forms of energy. Gravitational potential energy. When an object is lifted above the ground level, it has stored energy. That stored energy is called gravitational potential energy. The variables that affect gravitational potential energy. The higher an object is from the ground, the more gravitational potential energy it has. For example, if two identical balls with the same mass are at different heights above the ground, the ball that is higher up will have more gravitational potential energy. Next, objects with greater mass have more gravitational potential energy. For example, if two different balls with different mass are at the same height above the ground, the ball with greater mass will have more gravitational potential energy. This is an example of gravitational potential energy in work. The gravitational potential energy is pulling the apple down to the ground. Key points: the gravitational force or gravity only depends on the mass of an object, but gravitational potential energy depends on both the mass of the object as well as the height of the object which is placed away from the ground. Some people misunderstand that the gravitational force or gravity is same as gravitational potential energy. So guys, don't make this mistake. Elastic potential energy: when a spring, rubber band, and etc. is stretched, twisted, or compressed, it will have a potential energy called elastic potential energy. There is elastic potential energy in a wind-up toy too. Variables that affect elastic potential energy: the more the elastic band is stretched or twisted, the more elastic potential it will have. For example, when a rubber band of a catapult is pulled back, it will have more elastic more elastic potential energy than the rubber band which is pulled back less than the other. Next, the more turns the spring is wind up, the more elastic potential energy it will have. For example, the wind-up toys are used in toy cars so that more turns so that more elastic potential energy is converted to more kinetic energy. This is an example of elastic potential energy in work. When the spring is compressed, it will have elastic potential energy, and when the spring is stretched, it will also have elastic potential energy too. Chemical potential energy: there is chemical potential energy in food, fuels, and batteries, and even in our body when the food is digested and transported to all parts of our body thanks to our circulatory system. The plants change light energy from the sun to chemical potential energy when they make their own food. This is an example of chemical potential energy in work. When the food is digested, the food will turn into chemical potential energy to help the body move and do stuff. Kinetic energy: any object which is moving has kinetic energy. The variable that affect kinetic energy. Moving objects with greater mass have more kinetic energy. For example, if a bus and a car are moving at the same speed, the bus has more kinetic energy than the car. Next, the faster an object moves, the more kinetic energy it has. For example, if two identical buses with the same mass are moving at different speeds, the bus that is more moving faster has more kinetic energy. This is an example of kinetic energy. When Mario is moving, he has kinetic energy. Heat energy. All hot objects have heat energy. Heat travels from a colder region to a hotter region. All objects expand when it is heated, but at different rate. All objects contract when it loses heat. This is an example of heat energy. The electrical energy in the oven converts to heat energy and bakes the muffin inside the cup. Light energy. It travels in a straight line. It enables us to see things. It can also be reflected. The sun, star, fires, lamps, fireflies, and lightning have light energy and are light sources. Solar cells and or panels can change light energy into electrical energy. This is an example of light energy in work. The light bulb will convert the electrical energy into light energy. Sound energy. It is produced when it is produced, objects vibrate. Sound energy is observed when it hits a soft surface. Sound energy is reflected when it hits a hard and flat surface. The louder a sound is, the more energy the sound waves carry. This is an example of sound energy in work. When the radio is turned on, we can hear a sound. That is sound energy. Electrical energy. All objects have electrical energy when electricity passes through them. Electrical energy can be produced in power stations, dry cells or batteries, and solar panels or cells. This is an example of electrical energy in work. When the circuit is turned on, there is the chemical potential energy in the battery converts into electrical energy, and in the bulb, electrical energy converts to light energy. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please type it down in the comments section below.